Now, if you're suffering from hair loss, you might be looking into Rogaine. And there's two different forms. You've got the foam and then you've got the liquid version. So what we're going to do in this video today is we're going to break down the two of them and we're going to see which one is more effective. So if that's something you're interested in, make sure to stay tuned. So guys, before we get into the foams versus the liquid, if you are worried about your own hair loss, make sure to click the link in the description. All you've got to do is upload a quick hair selfie, answer a few short questions, and then you'll get your free Hairguard analysis. So what you're going to learn about today in this video is we are going to be looking at Rogaine Foam versus liquid, and we're going to answer which one is better for fast hair growth. First, we're going to look at how Rogaine works. We're going to look at why there are two forms of the same product. We're going to look at some of the results. Then we're going to look at the costs, and then finally we're going to come up with a conclusion. So just to introduce you to Rogaine, Rogaine is used as a topical treatment for hair loss, and it was first approved by the FDA in 1998 for the treatment of androgenetic alopecia in men. 3 years later, it received approval for women's use, and 4 years after that, it became available as an over-the-counter treatment. The Upjohn Pharmaceutical Company, formed in 1875, which is now a part of Pfizer, initially began testing a new drug called minoxidil in the 1950s, which turned out to be an effective vasodilator. This led to FDA testing of the drug for the treatment of hypertension. However, one of the tests resulted in unexpected hair growth. Upjohn patented the drug for hair loss and began developing a commercial product, which eventually arrived on the market as Rogaine. The Rogaine brand now belongs to Johnson & Johnson as a result of the 2006 acquisition. The line of products includes Rogaine Foam, Rogaine Extra Strength Solution for men, and Rogaine Topical Solution for women. So, how does Rogaine work? The active form of minoxidil molecule is minoxidil sulfate, which occurs as a result of metabolism by sulfotransferase in the scalp. Continuing analysis is being done to determine whether the mechanism is due to the molecule's vasodilatory effect, increasing blood flow in the capillaries which supply hair follicles. Testing has shown that around 40% of men experience regrowth of hair after between 3 and 6 months of applying minoxidil to the scalp, although this application must be maintained in order to preserve results. If application of the drug is stopped, hair regrowth will stop and alopecia will continue to progress. It is also believed that minoxidil lengthens the anagen phase of a hair life, as this is the period in which a hair grows, and it would mean a longer and possibly stronger hairs growing as a result of the drug's effect. So why are there two forms of the same product? The foam form of Rogaine is a more recent development than the topical solution. This was prompted by complaints about certain side effects of the topical solution, including causing the hair to look and feel greasy. The most serious complaint about the topical solution, however, was that it caused numerous allergic reactions and irritation of the skin. This was found not to be caused by the active ingredient minoxidil, but by a compound called propylene glycol, which is used to allow minoxidil to penetrate the surface of the skin in order to be able to reach the hair follicles. As a result of this, it became a priority to work on a form of treatment which could work without propylene glycol, which is classified as a moderate level toxin by the Environmental Working Group. The liquid solution should be applied to dry areas of the scalp where the hair is thinning using a 1 ml dropper. After this, it needs to be massaged into the skin in order to make sure it can reach the follicles. The foam is also applied to a dry scalp, but instead of a dropper, it's simply rubbed on by hand. Obviously, it is recommended that users thoroughly wash their hands after application. So now let's have a look at some of the results of Rogaine. It shouldn't be imagined that Rogaine will cure baldness, or come anywhere near to it. The application of Rogaine can't cause new follicles to grow where there are none, and therefore, for those with advanced alopecia, it may prove to be ineffective. What Rogaine can and does do is slow down the rate of shedding. It is often used in combination with other treatments, such as finasteride, in order to stimulate regrowth. The best chance of this occurring is in patients who are experiencing the early stages of alopecia. In this stage, hair follicles have been less exposed to dihydrotestosterone, which damages them. Now, research done at Duke University Medical Center in Durham indicates that both the foam and liquid solutions yield similar results in terms of hair regrowth. but that incidence of chronic itches is significantly lower among those who use the foam treatment, which is 1.1% as opposed to 6.6% for the liquid solution. There is, however, a body of anecdotal evidence which suggests that the foam treatment may not be as effective as the liquid solution, although whether this is due to the inherent properties of both treatments or the way in which they are applied is debated. And let's have a quick look at the costs. There isn't much different in pricing. The foam solution is available from Amazon at $17.76 for a month's supply, whereas the same amount of solution is available for $16.95. So to conclude, the studies done at Duke University also included a consumer use rating, in which the foam treatment was rated higher than the liquid solution due to factors such as ease of application, lack of dripping, and quicker drying. Before using either form of Rogaine, it's important that you consult your physician. If the cause of your hair loss has not yet been discovered, you should not use it at all. There are the potential side effects of using Rogaine that you should be aware of. Your physician will be able to advise you on any potential dermatological risks which may influence your decision to use the foam or liquid. In terms of effectiveness, tests have been shown for both forms of treatment to achieve the same results, although it has been claimed that many people do not apply the foam treatment properly, causing it to be less effective. The liquid treatment, however, carries a greater risk of provoking an allergic reaction, and some people should not use it at all. So guys, that's what we wanted to share with you today on Rogaine. Now, just to mention, getting your healthy hair back is going to take a multi-pronged approach. You're going to want to look at topical solutions, internal supplements, head massages, micro needling, and your diet. So it's not like there is a magic formula that's just going to go boom and your hair is back. There's all sorts of side effects and things to consider, and we always recommend the natural way. Now, if you're worried about your own hair loss, don't forget to click the link in the description to get your analysis. Don't forget to hit subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks.